Hello, grade threes. There's just a little tiny section left of this book that we haven't read yet. Thank you so much for letting me read this book with you. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it too. But this last section is really important and really appropriate for this time of year. We're just heading up onto Earth Day coming up here in a little bit, and I thought this would be a really good topic or discussion to have with your families and at home and amongst each other about what we can do to help protect the wilderness and the animals that live there. That's what this section is. She says, how can kids help protect the wilderness and the animals that live there? And I'll just read this, and as I'm reading this, you can look at some of these pictures and we'll have this discussion a little bit here. She says, this might seem like a strange answer, but here it is. Don't buy bottled water or use plastic grocery bags. Why? Because when you throw away a plastic water bottle or a plastic bag, there's a good chance that it is going to wind up in the wilderness or in the ocean. Because that's where a huge amount of our plastic trash winds up. An estimated 8 million tons of plastic are swept into oceans every single year. Right now, in the Pacific Ocean, there is an island of plastic that is at least as big as the size of Texas. It's horrifying to think about what all this plastic is doing to fish, dolphins, whales, and birds. Plastic bags and straws end up in forests, streams, and rivers, where they harm animals, including birds and fish. But here's the hopeful news. You can help solve the problem by avoiding plastic whenever you can. Here are some simple steps you and your family can take. Number 1, she says, stop using plastic bags and buying bottled water. Instead, use reusable shopping bags and get yourself a great-looking reusable water bottle to carry with you. 2, band together with your friends, teachers, and parents and encourage your school cafeteria to not use plates or utensils that get thrown away. 3, don't buy single-size servings of chips and cookies. They create too much waste. They all come in their individually wrapped bags. 4, learn more about recycling. Some plastics can be recycled. Those are some really great tips. We'll just look a little bit at this. Some other things that we can do is just remember not to litter. And if you're out and about, pick up garbage, pick up your garbage, because it really can cause problems for wildlife, as you can see. And as we read in this book, not only does it cause problems for wildlife in the wilderness that they live in, but that can in turn come around and cause problems with us. As we saw with Mel, those bears were much more aggressive and dangerous because of the trash and the garbage that had been left around. All right. So with Earth Day coming up, Earth Day is April 22nd, I just thought we could talk about what is Earth Day. And just a little background, it kind of began on April 22nd, 1970, and it was a day when 20 million Americans took to the streets, college campuses, and hundreds of cities to protest environmental ignorance. People weren't really caring about the environment and were making messes, like we read in this book. This book, remember, took place in 1967. So a few years after this book, or the story that took place here, the bear attacks that took place here, people all over America were realizing, not just in Glacier Park, but all over America were realizing that we weren't taking very good care of the environment. There's trash all over, and it was causing problems. So Earth Day led to the passing of environmental laws in the United States, such as the Clean Air Act, the Clean Water Act, and the Endangered Species Act. So really great things have come out of Earth Day, but there's still a lot of work to be done. Since then, many other countries have adopted the similar laws, and the United Nations chose Earth Day as the day to sign the Paris Climate Agreement into force. So that's actually what our Earth Day is about this year. See, this is some things that here are some pictures of citizens and children and communities mobilizing to say, hey, we need to take better care of our environment. And you can look at some of those posters. Some people are choosing to pick up garbage. So the Earth Day theme for this year, for 2020, is climate change, climate action. What can you do to fight climate change? Well, riding your bike instead of having to drive everywhere. If you're just going somewhere quick and you can walk or ride your bike, that's a great option to do. Another thing that you can do is, instead of using so much energy and electricity and everything to do all your work for you, if you can hang up your clothes to dry instead of running through them through the dryer. That's one small little action that we can do that helps fight climate change. Also, we can throw away and recycle our trash and our garbage, and try not to use as many plastics as Lauren Tarshis explained. And we can also try to use more renewable forms of energy. So those are just some suggestions that she provides. Now we've got the school council art contest that I'll just give a quick little plug for. It was put out on Facebook that the school council has asked us to participate, if you can, in an art contest. And it's a really fun opportunity to celebrate the upcoming Earth Day. Earth Day is April 22nd. And Mrs. Redford, the parent council chair, said, "Dear parents and students, Earth Day is coming up, and as school council, we thought it would be fun to put on a little art contest for CES students. Look through your recycling, craft supplies, or anything else you see lying around. You can build, sculpt, paint, glue, bake, or anything else to create an Earth Day work of art. Melanie, Jocelyn, and I are excited to see what you come up with. Please submit photos or videos with your child's name, grade, and teacher to redfordmegan@gmail.com. Message me on Facebook Messenger or post on the Facebook Cardston Elementary School Parents and Friends and tag me. Submissions must be entered by Earth Day, April 22nd. There will be prizes." And here's some examples of some art projects you could do. I'm really hoping that you guys have a chance to participate in this really fun contest. And even just for fun, a chance to just think about and talk about how we can celebrate our earth, how we can celebrate the beautiful wilderness areas and wildlife that we have around us, and how we can help keep them safe and protected. Thanks again, guys. I really enjoyed this book, and I hope you guys are all having a great time. Take care. Bye.